Weapons. So there's been so much hype, so much buzz about the movie Weapons when it first came out. And some people are saying that it's one of the best movies of this year and that is one of the best horror movies. So let me tell you. So I feel like overall with this movie, I would say that it's a decent movie. There's things that I didn't like about it, there's things that I thought they did well. And just to give you a quick review, I feel like first, this movie was a little too long. It was 2 hours and I believe in 8 minutes. I feel like they could have shaved it down or cut off 20 minutes. I feel like the first act, it was a little slow. It was, actually a little boring at times. They're giving us some, backstory. And also, I didn't expect, with this movie, each character, they have a chapter and you see the story from their perspective. So I wasn't expecting that. But I would say I overall enjoyed it. I know some people were saying, with some of the negative reviews that I did see, some people were saying that they did not like that, and I thought that it was the way that it was done. I was actually entertained, but like that first half with the first character, Julia Gardner, I like her, but just when when it was when we saw her chapter, like the beginning of the movie, I thought it was just a little too slow, and then when we got Josh Brolin. I That's when the movie picked up for me, and then also with the actor who plays the cop, that's when the movie really picked up for me. And also, I didn't expect this movie that it actually had some scenes, some scenes that were really funny, and then also we see the story, from the drug dealer's perspective, and that was kind of funny. So those are things that I did enjoy. And then also the villain, I actually enjoyed her as well. But the way that the movie ended, I wasn't sure. I had a different, I guess, expectation about the ending, and I guess I wanted to see a little more. I don't want to, spoil the movie or anything. I know some people haven't seen it yet, but we all know the premise of this movie. At 2:17 a.m., 17, I believe it's 17 kids disappear from the same classroom. And then, of course, we all know that Julia Gardner, her character, people are blaming her because the kids who disappeared were from her class, from her classroom. So, yeah, I thought overall with this movie, it wasn't really scary. I think there's a couple of times it was maybe like two jump scares that got me, but this is more like a mystery kind of thriller, suspense, I guess, in a way. And so I would rate this movie, I would give it maybe like a 6.8, between a 6.8, just 6.8, maybe a 7.0 or whatever, around that range. I do feel like this movie was overhyped um, because I was expecting more. So it was definitely overhyped, but I did enjoy it. Like I said, this is a movie that I feel like they could have done things a little better, of course, with the execution, of course. Um, but we shall see. We shall see how things pan out. I'm gonna actually have to see this. I'll probably watch this movie maybe when it comes out on DVD or whatever, or on one of those apps or Netflix or whatever. But I do want to see it again. Please take care and have a good one.